If I charge him $1,000, he's not making any money. He's not gonna continue using me. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeet.
I just got this a couple weeks ago. I was watching videos on how to make more money with it. Your videos popped up, man.
That's awesome, man.
I thought it was cool seeing you. I thought it was the Jackson County landfill whenever I saw you back in on the video. I was like, man, that looks real familiar.
Yeah, man.
I started watching more of your videos and saw you're all over the place. So.
How much was your dump trailer?
Well, you know, with the prices have gone up and everything with the...
$100. Come on, bro. This is gonna be interesting. Check what we got going on over here. I don't even know what this is, but I got this job from a contractor. He did a deck over here. I'll show you guys. Pretty sick. It looks beautiful. But he sold this in that job, and he sent me out to come get it out. And let me show you guys. It's gonna be a little fun job. I brought the mini skid with me, and I'm just gonna pull it out of here and try to load it in the dump trailer in big sections. Make it a lot easier. You could get all the stuff done by hand. You don't need a machine, but since I have the machine, I was like, might as well use it and get the job done a little faster. This whole top is like layered with shingles. The other side, just a bunch of wood. Then let me show you guys the two other piles they got going on over here from like the leftovers. Stuff's rotted though, man. Should be a nice fun job. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I wonder how long this has been sitting here. I got the dump trailer right here. He actually rented it from me when I did that other deck haulaway. If you guys watched my other video, this is the other pile that's going. I think this concrete goes too. I just got to check with a contractor. And then this pile right here, it's pretty decent size, not too bad. Treated wood, so it has some weight to it. But check out this deck. This is beautiful. Heck yeah, man. So nice to see this type of stuff. Might have to cut those shingles off because where I'm planning on taking this, the guy will not take shingles and stuff. So I can take it all to the landfill and just dump it, or I can save some money. So I'll see how much weight it's got to it, kind of, and go from there. Start this boy up. I already used it at my house because I had the brush hog on. Took it off, warmed the machine up. See, it's an 84. Little diesel beast. got termites, ants, we got it all. A bunch of them just ran away, but yeah, it was flooded. Once the roof came off, they just started going everywhere. Yeah, it was too rotted, just falling apart. Don't even need to cut it. This is the amazing thing about tracks. You can run these nails over and you don't have to worry about anything. The only thing you gotta be careful is you can mess up the lawn, see? Start doing some damage here, but I mean, all this is gonna grow back. It's not like it's insane.
I started watching and I saw, like, you got the mini skid, you got the stand-on skid, you got the dump trailers and everything, and that's about my next purchase is probably going to be a mini skid myself. So I just got this a couple weeks ago. I was watching videos on how to make more money with it. Your videos popped up, man.
That's awesome, man.
I thought it was cool seeing you. I thought it was the Jackson County landfill whenever I saw you back in on the video. I was like, man, that looks real familiar.
Yeah,
so
man.
I started watching more of your videos and saw you're all over the place. So.
How much was your dump trailer?
Well, you know, with the prices have gone up and everything with the lending rates and everything. So I did finance this. It comes out to be 16 grand.
But what? So it's 16 grand total, or is that with interest?
With everything. Yeah, that's
but what was the dealer asking if it was cash?
Like it came out to be like 12.5 maybe. 12.5.
And is it a 14K or 16?
14.
Dang, man, you should have bought one of these. 10 grand in Florida, bro. And you got 2 full walls.
I like the color.
You could get that color. They do any color for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have saved. Yeah, hey, it is what it is. But it's a pretty nice trailer.
Yeah.
I think you could have got that one probably for less because it's 2 full walls. Because I paid 10 with 4 full walls.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey,
nice
your next one you could get it from them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like the videos, man.
Thanks, man. Well, that was a cool experience. I pulled up and this guy was like, hey, I watch you on YouTube. And got to talking with him a little bit. Pretty cool guy. Looks like he just got into the business. He said he just got that trailer. Picked up this whole bench. Taking it straight to the dump trailer. I'll have to break it down with a sledgehammer over there though. Never mind, steel toe boots do the trick. This little machine's got some power, man. I just pulled this whole deck or whatever you want to call it out. Pretty impressive. It's a big piece too. And you can see how tiny that grapple is grabbing it, and it's 42-inch grapple. So I started separating the net, and I just realized that this thing is metal. It's super skinny, but it's metal, and the guy doesn't care if it's metal. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna take it out anymore. So that's gonna save me a little bit of time. So I'm gonna use a Diablo blade right now and cut this thing in half. My battery died. I'm gonna put the 8.0 on. It might be a little too much juice in this thing for the Sawzall because I don't think it's allowed to run higher than a 5.0, but we'll see. It rips a lot more though. So I'm just gonna start removing all this stuff by hand, just because I don't want to do a bunch of damage to the lawn. So I've been picking up this pile by hand and putting it in the wheelbarrow and then carrying it all the way over there and just throwing it in the trailer. I will get these with the machine though. I'll just pull up and toss them in it. But man, it's quite a bit of wood over here. Probably did like 5 or 6 wheelbarrows already. And I load them pretty good. I'm getting the concrete with the machine, man. This stuff is heavy and that trailer is so full right now. Hopefully I can fit everything in. I don't want to toss all that in there by hand because this concrete is heavy. For those of you wondering why I use the wheelbarrow instead of the machine, this is a 4-foot wall dump trailer, pretty high off the ground, and this mini skid can barely just reach over it, but you can't shake the grapple when you load it. But luckily this stuff right here was rocks and super heavy, it was able to slide out, but the wood won't. So I'm just literally hand tossing it up here. This thing is loaded, man. There is quite a bit of gaps at the bottom because I was not expecting this to take up this much space, but it is, and I still have a bunch more on the other side. So yeah, I gotta load this by hand. So I'm just going right now picking up like the little / bigger pieces of wood that are left. I'm not gonna pick up every single little piece like this stuff right here, just because it would take forever. Like this stuff is gonna rot in a day or two. It's already rotted, honestly. And I'm putting it into the trash bag. Same thing with like the leftover shingles or nails. But all this over here is done, and pretty much all around. I'll show you guys what the dump trailer looks like. So I just blew this whole side right here. Check out this trailer though. It is loaded, man. 6 feet high in some spots. Some are like 5'4", but some are 6. Yeah, it's tall. So I'll go take care of this, but I gotta tarp it first and then come back and get this boy and possibly go do another job. Typically I would charge around $1,000 for a job like this, like total with everything, but because he uses me so much, I'm giving him a deal at $650, and he said that sounds fair. Originally this job was supposed to be at $550, but I added an extra $100 because of the add-on. You only give these type of people good deals, guys, because he's a contractor. I don't know what he bid the job at, but let's say he bid it at $1,000 because that's what I would typically charge if this was my job. And if I charge him $1,000, he's not making any money. He's not going to continue using me. It just doesn't make any sense. But if I give him a cheaper price than what I typically charge, he can still make some money. Because whenever you get subbed out, guys, you got to think about the guy subbing you out. He needs to make some money too. He's not just giving out work for no benefit to him. Thank goodness I was able to dump that big load for free, man, because that was a couple $100. It was a lot of weight in that boy. But on to the point of this video, is it worth bringing that mini skid to a job like this? Honestly, I don't think so, but you got to make your decision. You know, do you want to put the wear on your body or on the machine? And if you have to rent it, absolutely not worth it, because it costs like $450 to rent that thing for a day. After you fill it up, close to $500. So you got to make your call if you're renting it too. But honestly, for me today, it made sense to bring it out because yeah, it did save me quite a bit of trips and quite a bit of cutting with the Sawzall, because like you guys saw that deck, I was able to cut it in half and just pick it up and put it in the dump trailer. Actually, the second piece was so big that it wouldn't fit, so I had to cut it again once I got it to the dump trailer. If I didn't have another job today, I'd most likely be better off not bringing that machine. On this job, it was okay because it was close by, you know, but imagine you have to drive 30 minutes one way, then 30 minutes back, and then to get the machine, it's not worth it. Plus, if you do this type of stuff by hand, you can fit quite a bit more, because if you stack 2x4s and all that properly, you can fit quite a bit. With the machine, you can't really do that, unfortunately, because once you dump it in, you know, it goes all over the place. So there's always gaps at the bottom. Compared to doing it by hand, you can fit quite a bit more. So it's not really worth it to use a machine on this type of job. So now I'll know for the future, like if it's just one job, I'm not bringing it, because it doesn't make sense. It's just gonna cost me extra trips, extra cleanup, because when I was breaking that stuff apart in the beginning, it was making quite a bit of mess. And you got to be careful to not mess up the lawn, because you mess up that lawn, then you're liable for it and you got to fix it. If you guys enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.